till today, you will still see a lot of my members accusing the judiciary they rigged 2023 election. I am here to say nobody who rigged Labour Party out. It was just a mistake, a calculated mistake by 4 people. Osaloka, who has absconded from Labour Party now because they caused the crisis. Valentine Osigbo, who went to run for governorship in APC. Aisha, Yesufu, and Pastor Ituah, Ighodalo. Those 4 people messes our election up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen to these bombshell allegations. This Factional Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party made during his appearance on Arise News. Watch.
Our crisis actually emanated from our issue in 2023 general election. But there's something that we did. I am coming out now, in as much as Nene man will have the audacity to accuse the chairman of embezzlement. I am going to state the fact here, even by Oshutokun. He was on this channel regarding why we failed president election. On Arise TV, he said, Peter Obi was not in a position to pay all the LP obedient agents during 2023 election. Peter Obi never had the money to do so, and thus they had to narrow it down to where they can pay and drop agents in several thousand polling units where they cannot pay. He concluded, we have a situation where many obedient and people that perform the role of agent, polling agent, were not eliminated. It was just their initiative to do so in most parts of the country, a fact that we couldn't pay many agents. Now, why did he say they were not enumerated? You see, I am going to lay bare and to ask for forgiveness of Nigerians because we actually misled Nigerians over why we failed the election. But why we failed is what I came out here. In my car, I have the CTC of all the judgment of the Court of Appeal, that is the Court of First Instance regarding our election petition, and also the Supreme Court. I made able to say that 3 people were responsible for why we lost the election, and therefore, after this, I will be making an open apology to the Chief Justice of Nigeria.
Which election are you discussing?
You said?
Which election? The 3 people?
Yeah, the 2023. That was where, they model something to deceive Nigerians. I am also part and parcel, but we have to purge ourselves of this fact. And I'm happy it's going to be on a rise. That's why I say I came with that fact of what transpired. It is not in another issue. It was what I want to say here that actually causes that problem. Now, in the 2023 election, you see, we were unable to field agents in 54,000 polling units out of 189. We were unable to field agents. When Mr. Peter Obi came, he took over the party machinery and handed over to Aisha, Yesufu, and Pastor Ituah, Ighodalo, and the man that absconded now, Valentine Osigbo, and Osaloka, is SSG. Those were the people that managed the upload. Now, in 189 polling units, 89,000, Labour Party failed to account for 54,000. That was why he said we were unable to enumerate, some agents. That is actually talking here on this channel. I knew it was Dr. Bati and my friend, Read Fire, that did that interview. What now transpired is that we failed woefully in 54,000 polling units. We do not have result to go to the Election Petition Tribunal. In that vein, those ones that are there, he said they were unable to pay them. They used a lot of the obedient to be the party agent. Because they were unable to pay them 10,000, they absconded with that result. And in line with paragraph 4, 5, and 6 of the first schedule of the Electoral Act, petitions must be filed within 21 days, and your written statement of your witness on oath, your formisio 8, everything you have to attach it to your petition within 21 days. Labour Party failed to do that. What they now did was that there was a meeting. How do we cover ourselves up? We went to that court to lie against the judiciary because we were the one that failed. Like I said, the 4 people responsible, one just resigned 4 days ago, that was Osaloka. The other one and absconded to APC. Why we have Aisha, Yesufu, and Pastor Ighodalo, they were the one that handle all the party finances. I am going to challenge Nenadus or anybody that we should join here. We will bring the account. that Labour Party did not touch the party campaign, the party campaign fund. It was handled. The two signatories are Ituah Ighodalo and Aisha Yesufu. Those were the two people. But why they are unable to pay agent remained the internal problem. But we went to the court. You see a lot of Labour Party faithful publishing the names of those judges. You see them accusing the INEC, accusing the APC. Now, if you have 189,000 polling units, you fail to feed agent in 54,000. Which election are we now saying we won? That is where that problem comes from. But our president candidate wanted this issue to be covered up. And that was the division between them and the Abure-led NWC. That was where the issue started. They deceived Nigeria up to today. People are still saying that election was rigged, but that election was not rigged.
Why are you just telling this to us now?
That is why I said
you've been on the program multiple times.
And
this is the first time we've ever heard any such bombshell.
We are tendering apology to the Chief Justice of Nigeria. We are tendering apology to INEC
for
because
lying? For
we are
lying?
no
An apology for
no.
lying?
You know,
under oath?
I am tendering the
Are you
apology.
saying it on TV?
No, I am not. You know, I am not in that. At least I am not part of the people, but I am privy to that. Until when we got, I said I got all the the certified true copy from the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal, where most of these things are not related. But the point is this: why must our leaders continue, to manifest lies on here? I am on TV. I challenge any member of Labour Party to go and bring the certified true copy of all the things we filed in the court. If it's different from the one I have, the Inspector General of Police should arrest me and charge me to court. I challenge any one of them to come and tell me that what I'm saying now is like that. It was Labour Party. They made that mistake rather than for us to accept. They now put up to today. You will see a lot of my members accusing the judiciary they rigged 2023 election. I am here to say nobody rigged Labour Party out. It was just a mistake, a calculated mistake by 4 people. Osaloka, who has absconded from Labour Party now because they caused the crisis. Valentine Osigbo, who went to run for governorship in APC. Aisha Yesufu and Pastor Ituah Ighodalo. Those 4 people messes our election up. But I think, in the spirit of fairness, Mr. Peter Obi ought to have at least eat the humble pie. He knew about this, but they wanted to make Abure a scapegoat. They now, turn around to say, oh, Abure, you did this, you did it, you did that. I said, no. You remember I met P.O. sometimes. I told him point blank, Oga, this is not the way we are going to run this election. Let us prepare for 2027. We should not stand there and be accusing Bola Ahmed Tinubu of rigging. No, we rig ourselves out because how can we lose result in 54,000 polling units out of 199? What then do we have? And we have lawyers who filed your petition without result to the court that nobody rigged Labour Party. We were the one that rigged ourselves out, and it is time to tell Nigerians this is what, this is what happened.
What do you hope to achieve with this revelation? Because it does seem to me like it's a case of bringing down the House just because you cannot have your say again in the Labour Party. Now, Governor Alex Otti has called for the arrest of Julius Abure, and I think so many others should also be arrested if indeed what you have told us is true.
No, the people that should be arrested is the lead lawyer in that case, because they knew what they filed, Dr. Levy. As an SAN, he should come and challenge me that we file our petition with witnesses. Martin Luther King said, our life begins to end the day we choose to be silent until that matters. Some of us will not know the truth and will now keep it because we just wanted to capture power. But you see, we have a lot of our people who are deliberately misleading Nigeria, and it's getting out of hand. That every time you see obedient or a member of Labour Party, oh, judiciary rig us. I told PO, can't we come out to Nigerians? We need to clean our house. Not for you to now think that, oh, let us cover our track. And I want to make something very clear. Labour Party did not benefit 1 kobo from Mr. Peter Obi. He can, during his campaign, he knew the people that's the change of fire. Governor Otti has not been of any immense benefit to Labour Party. Even in Abia that we have today, His own immediate brother, Emmanuel, is the state chairman. He removed C.K. Ighodalo, our chairman that produced him as governor. He now went and put his immediate brother there. Is that what we call governor? And some people will come here and now be challenging the president, of trying to impose on people, from his own clan. How can you go and put your junior brother as a state chairman in the party? It's very wrong.
When did you become privy of these facts? And who told you? Who told you all this information?
No,
when did you become
deliberately.
When did you become privy of all this information?
Because
and when you became privy, who did you tell? Who was the first person you tell? What steps have you taken to rectify this, other than coming on TV to accuse those four people?
No.
What steps have you taken legally to rectify some of this?
Most of the predators, they felt is in their right to push everybody aside and have their way. I have sent message to Mr. Peter Obi. Governor Oti said he should not, accede to our demand.
Now, for the sake of time, allow me to quickly interrupt you. I'm reading some comments, and some analysts are of the opinion that this bombshell that you say you're dropping is confirmation that you actually work for the APC. You are deliberately sabotaging your party so that there will be no credible opposition for the APC in 2027. Can you reply to that very quickly?
No, I thank them because they didn't tell that to Governor Oti. When Rudy Fire asked him, is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu doing well? He said on air, he will not sit down here and be criticizing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am also standing that on television, I won't stand there and be criticizing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or that administration because I am also very close to him. He's my father. If they don't see anything wrong in that, they should cease themselves of complaining about others. Why we say, you are working for APC. Definitely, myself, Governor Alesoti, we are working for APC. They should take it like that.
So many bold claims and allegations there. But since I'm not a member of the Labour Party, I'm going to respect myself and reserve judgment on those specific allegations. But I will say this. Is it a coincidence that all the major opposition political parties are in deep crisis? And the one party that is supposed to be on the defensive, for obvious reasons, is the party that is seemingly smelling of roses. This cannot be a coincidence, or is it? Unfortunately for someone like Peter Obi, he will still need the instrumentality of an establishment political party if he wants to stand a chance of winning any presidential election in Nigeria. At least that much is now clear, especially to those obedience who were wondering why Peter Obi didn't contest as an independent candidate. Truth is, without structure, it is almost impossible. And you saw that even with the support of the structure, it still couldn't employ and pay enough polling agents across the country. I mean, there's a reason why someone as popular and loved like Donald Trump couldn't contest as an independent candidate in America. And the structure of a political party isn't the only snack for Peter Obi. He also needs the enough is enough spirit of Nigerians that will propel them to not only come out en masse and vote, but to also make donations towards his campaign. Without all of this, in my opinion, it's hard to see him stand a chance, let alone win.